Hey everyone, welcome back to Top 11 Official. So Boost has arrived. Boost is basically the best way to grow your team over the course of the season other than the Elite Pack. So the Elite Pack, if you forget, is basically the Elite Lane and then you get the chest at the end. Let's get all the way there. So that's probably the number one way because it gives you so much growth and it starts from day one where it gives you multipliers in training. And then the next one is Boost. And if you're going to spend, use the promo code at the top of this screen, KTMRDA, and that's with Aptoide App Store. Not all app stores charge you the same. They charge you less. They give discounts. So we get this free one. This is cool. It's a little appetizer. Now let's look at the other ones. What is there? So you draw in here, and you're bound to get something good. Hopefully you don't get the celebration or the fire because those just generally, they're short-term stuff. They're not, or cosmetic stuff. But the rest of the stuff here is pretty good. Epic balls are always good. Who doesn't like that, eh, ladies? And then here we go. We get a player. Sucks you don't get to choose where they play, but if you're in your first season, who cares? You can use help anywhere and adapt your lineup. Youth Academy, this is the real key to Boost. It really turns your top prospect into something special next season. So it kind of keeps the train going, and you'll always have 2 top prospects every single season. This will keep one player of your choice training really hard, getting 50% gain. What I like to do with that is I like to find a player in their usually 3rd season, when they kind of start to drop off a little bit. And in my case, it would be this guy, 170. So I'd like to bring him back up to around 200, 210 by the end of the season and get him back up to being basically a superstar. And then we continue to look at Boost. So I will buy this. This stage, I will probably buy also. And then right here, so we're going to get, what do we get here? We get to choose a DC, a striker, or an MC. So I personally would probably take the MC there, but that's just how my team is built. I don't really have a need for the other stuff. I don't really play with a striker. And DC is my top prospect from last season, so I don't need one. But now you start to get into the real goalkeeping stuff. And that is very important. So positioning attribute, good stuff again. And this is kind of where I draw the line. I don't buy this lane here. I don't go here. What do we got here? Unlock a playbook. Yeah, not really caring about that. This I definitely don't buy. But I spend up to at least here and sometimes this one. But that's as high as I will go. I just don't think that this path, I think this one jumps up to like $34. And that's very expensive for what you're going to get here. You're not going to get too much. By the time you use this, your prospect is already really strong. And you're only going to gain like +7 or something like that on the overall. And you could just train them hard the next season and use the green refreshers for conditioning and gain all of that. So that's pretty much what I like to do on here. Let me know what you guys think. My first season, I trained all the way up until here. And I got another hot prospect. And then I got that one for free. And then I don't believe I spent, or maybe I did. I spent a lot my first season. I spent like $400. Ooh, that's a good case too. But yeah, no need to do all of it. But you should spend a little bit it will extend the career of your 3rd and 4th year players. It will also make your youth prospect a lot better. If I look at my youth right now, like let's pretend I'm going to do this guy. I don't really have much training in there. So I have that one that's free. That's really not going to add too much. Like it really doesn't. It adds an ability. These ones, I'm not seeing anything free. So really, you're not going to be able to develop them without using tokens, which is basically money or time spent. Or, yeah, that's it. So your prospects are going to suck. So you're just never going to compete. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about Boost. And subscribe, leave a comment.